Testing. 1, 2, 3. We are vlogging with a brand new camera, guys. Who's excited? I did. Alright, so it is Saturday. John and I are feeling super motivated. It's been a while since I vlogged. Again, I was in the process of replacing my vlogging camera. I shouldn't say replacing because I think I'm still going to use my old one. It was falling apart though, and it was not reliable, but I'm still going to use my old one for shooting certain things when I'm in more areas where I might drop it and it might break. But John and I are feeling super motivated today. So what are we doing today, John?
Building something.
Building something. I thought I would take you guys along with us because a lot of you guys are like, can you please show us some of your builds and like the process and all of that. So the first process is that John and I are getting our shopping list together for how much lumber and stuff we need to buy and trying to figure out a few things. The first build we're doing is in the garage. It's going to be a custom workbench. I'm also going to be doing another Anna White build. If you've been following me on Instagram, you know that I've been building a lot. My hair is a hot mess, sorry. I've been building a ton, and part of it's because I've been trying to keep myself busy because I feel like it's been helping me not fall into like a big wave of depression with everything going on in the world, but also it's been helping me organize the kids' room, our room, the basement, like everything. Like the things that I've been building have served a purpose. So we're doing another Anna White build today, and it is going to be another desk, and it's for the downstairs for Kaya's work area. We are realizing now that IKEA stuff is not the most sturdy or stable, and now that I've been building stuff myself and seeing how affordable it is and how worthwhile and kind of fulfilling it is, and also how sturdy the stuff ends up being, I just want to replace that last desk with something that will last. So we're going to be doing a desk down there that's smaller, so it'll take up less space since Wyatt now is upstairs in his room and doesn't need to be working down there, and Ava's got her space in her room. And then yeah, that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. So I thought I'd take you guys along since it's been forever since I vlogged, and I want to test out the new vlogging camera. And the Anna White sectional build, I'm planning on filming that right after this video is edited and uploaded, and then I will upload that as soon as possible. So get ready for like a smack in the face of lots of Kelly videos because I got stuff coming, and I'm back to finally feeling like I can like film regularly again now that I have my camera situation figured out. We're gonna figure out the rest of our build list, our shopping list, and then we're gonna head over to Lowe's to pick up some paint for this front room since we changed out our rail. We did a lot of stuff to our house. I will show you guys all of that at the end of this video, but there's some spots I need to touch up in this room, and so we need to go color match to get the right color for it because it's been 5 years since I painted this room. And then we're gonna head to Home Depot, which is our store of choice to find all of our wood because it's they've got really good quality. At least ours does. Looks like they just replenished most of their wood, which is good. Because of COVID, a lot of people are doing their own DIYs, so sometimes it's slim pickings, but thankfully, that one looks a little bit chewed up at the end.
They're always like that.
I know, but it's also crooked. Look at how not straight that is. Turn it. So when picking out wood, you just kind of want to avoid this like really chewed up stuff, and then also you want to make sure that your boards are as straight as possible, because it'll make it a lot easier when you go to build.
Bottom without a table saw.
All right, pro tip. Always make sure your car is gonna fit all the crap you buy. John and I have learned this over the years of building together, but many a times do we see people in a parking lot trying to figure out how to strap things onto their car, and I've seen people have stuff fall like out of their car. It's just not worth it. So either find a friend or just make sure you have a big enough vehicle, or even just rent a trailer. It's not that expensive to just rent for like an hour, but luckily we do all of our builds with 8x, even though some of the Anna White builds have been 10 foot. We kind of recalculate so we can get away with just using 8-foot boards because they fit in our car, well, without kids. Most expensive part of this build will surprise some of you, but it's these freaking wheels. They are so expensive. So expensive, but they're so worth it. These are awesome. We have all of our stuff. We had to make a stop back over to Lowe's from Home Depot because Home Depot was out of 4x4s that were untreated. And then Lowe's ended up being out of 1x4s or 4x4s that were untreated. So instead we got treated 4x4x6s instead of 4x4x8s because we realized that we can actually get away with doing the 4x4x6s and they were the same price as the untreated. So yeah, we're just gonna use treated, which it'll last longer and, you know, be better for like bugs and stuff. I mean, it's gonna be in our garage, so it doesn't really matter, but a treated just tends to be more expensive, and then also there's those chemicals. But now that Lowe's no longer sells treated wood with arsenic in it, it's a little bit better. But anyways, long story short, we got our 4x4s, but we had to make multiple stops. We are now pulling into Starbucks to get our motivation juice. In other words, caffeine, because it's 1 o'clock and we want to get home and get going. John's the silent, but
What am I saying?
Basically, if John doesn't chime in, he agrees with what I'm saying. Is that correct?
Sure.
Hi. So Nuna knows that she's not allowed to be feet on people, so she does this thing where she stands really high in front of you. These are good girls. So I just gave them both shaves, like straight up shaves, because Georgie got jam in her hair somehow. I blame the kids. So I cut her real short. I usually do that anyways around this time of year. And then I did Nuna too. I don't think they turned out half bad. I'm getting better. Definitely getting better. So this is what the garage currently looks like, and I will show you guys an after we're done, obviously. But yeah, I want to be able to work in here and do projects in here this winter, so we gotta just figure something out. I stopped filming the build because it was taking longer to record. It was just taking way too long to record and then also build, and we were trying to get all of these things done before, yeah, so we didn't get everything put away. I'll show you guys tomorrow once it's nicer, but yeah, we got all 3 done. You gonna look at the moon?
I don't think so.
No? We got a telescope from Facebook Marketplace for like 35 bucks. It was such a good deal, and so we've been looking at the moon a lot lately. It's been fun. Making John some eggs in a basket. It is Sunday though. The weather is weird. It looks like it's gonna rain, but it's not supposed to rain. I'm really hoping it doesn't rain because we got a lot of stuff to do today. I need to finish up the garage. We need to empty the shed and reorganize that because there's stuff from the garage going to the shed. And then I need to build the desk for the downstairs. And then also I wanted to touch up the paint in the front room and then also move some curtains up and clean the office and do laundry. This is my Sunday. So we got the shed cleaned out and organized, which is super exciting. We got our workbenches built, so I'll show you those. And we got the garage clean, which I'll show you as well. And then I'm gonna start doing the cuts on the desk because it's 6:30. I'm gonna start doing the cuts on the desk. I'm not gonna push too much, which is not like me at all. But if it gets done, it gets done. If not, it's not that big of a deal. But I'm gonna start the cuts because those should be pretty easy. This is supposed to be a pretty simple desk compared to what the other things that we've been doing or I've been doing have been. So yeah, but I'm gonna show you guys the workbenches and our finished garage. We're very excited about it. I think I showed you guys what it looked like before. If not, I'll insert a picture, but it was bad. It was really messy. There was really no organization. I mean, there was, but it was very like thrown together. But yeah, we lowered a few shelves so that way we could fit all the cushions nicely like that, so they're easier to put away. I have spare wood down there. Car/paint stuff is down there. All of my dishes that I don't use regularly are in totes down there. So the dog table's over here. That stuff has to go inside. I cleaned up my flower potting station. We moved the bikes a while ago, but the bikes are now back on the back wall. And then here are the workbenches, which I'm just super excited about. They turned out way better than I imagined. I wanted something that rolled. I wanted something sturdy. These are gonna like last. The whole purpose for us doing them like this is because this way we can take that whole table outside and do cuts on, because our miter saw is on there and stuff like that. And when we eventually get a table saw, hopefully that'll be on there, and that can just be moved outside, where all of the sawdust can be outside to make cuts, and then it can be moved back in. And then if we need to do a different configuration where we move one, you know, to kind of corner into us, we can. So basically, yeah, I just really wanted something mobile. I also wanted something that wasn't attached to the wall, because if we ever, I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna move, but if we ever did move, I wanted to be able to take what I built with me. So these we built to last, to be like something we keep for a very long time. I put some scrap boards together and made a little stand for that little tool case. I kind of want to rebuild it. It's a little bit, I don't know, it's not very well made. I might rebuild that, but we did that late last night. And then John hung my shelf for me with some leftover L brackets that we used in the kitchen. We had 2 left over, so we kept them. And so we just used that and some leftover plywood, and all of my stains are up there, and some of my tools are on the wall. But John's workbench is there, mine is here, and then this is the shared workspace for all the big tools. Anyway, so that is that. Like I said, I'm gonna do some cuts, as many cuts as I can tonight, before the sun goes down, and then that way all the mess will be outside. And then if I decide I want to start assembling stuff tomorrow, I can do that tomorrow after I get some work done in the morning and the kids get going on school, and then I can stain and poly at my leisure. So what? Why are you?
What?
Why are you being weird?
Nothing. I just walked up to Kaya and she was staring at me, and I go. She started doing the same thing.
Kids are weird. But anyways, yeah,
You're talking about your
that's that.
home theater?
No. Our home
In the
theater.
garage?
It's not even. We use it as a giant iPod. It literally is just like an old
But it has Netflix.
beat
You can
TV
watch TV.
with an old beat computer. You guys know John is like all about tech, and that's his field. So he just likes to build random electronics setups in our... Okay, I'm gonna get demonetized because of that. Turn it off. Yeah, he likes to build and tinker and put things that don't necessarily need to be out here. But yeah, it's just, it feels good to finally have our garage kind of to the place where we want it. We still need to replace all the pegboard. This is all the original stuff that's probably been up here for, God, what, 60 years. It's terrible, it's falling apart. Everything you see is basically in studs that like weighs anything. So we want to tear it all down, eventually put some insulation in, and maybe put some like either plywood up. We're planning on ripping the pegboards off eventually.
Behind the workbenches, you could put plywood.
And then put plywood or something so it's all nice and flush and insulation. And then that's unfinished over there, so we'd fill that with something as well. But I also want to do something to the floor, not like for aesthetic reasons, but for comfort reasons. When you're on your feet on concrete for a long time, and I groom the dogs out here too, so I'm standing on my feet a lot on this concrete, it starts hurting your back really bad, and it's not really good for you. So I'd like to get some type of mat that we can put down as well. But again, that's another day. I don't need to tackle that anytime soon. Did you just throw a bottle cap at me? Oh my gosh.
I hit your muffin top.
And this is why our house and everything gets so messy, is John literally just throws stuff and he never picks it up. And then suddenly there's like trash everywhere. morning. So it is Monday. It is 8:49. I am going to stain the desk. Kaya's out here. She's got a half day at school today, so she's gonna help me finish the desk a little bit. You like it? You didn't get to see it last night because I already went to bed. It's gonna be the desk you're gonna work on downstairs.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a good sander, I really like this one. My friend Monkey suggested it to me. It's awesome. It was only about 60 bucks at Home Depot. Or maybe I got it at Lowe's. I can't remember, but it was only 60 bucks, which is a pretty decent deal. Okay, hold on. So do not touch down here, okay? Alright, so we're gonna turn it on up here. Do not touch right here. Do not let go of it, okay? Because it'll just...
So if I let go, I have to turn it off?
Yeah, so you hold on to it, and if it feels like it's running away from you, just lift it up and then turn it off. But I'll help you, okay? Ready? Put your hands on it. Got it? Ready? It took me a while to sand this one. I had to do a lot of hand sanding, which I was not thinking I would have to do. Now I'm going to stain. I have mostly weathered gray wood downstairs in the living room, so I'm gonna try to color match that. I'm gonna test this on a spare block though, just to make sure I like it before I put it on the desk. Anyway, so we're gonna test the Varathane weathered gray out and see how it looks. Also, I should not be using this new camera for garage work because it's getting really dirty with all this sawdust and stuff. So I think this will be the last time this camera comes out to the garage with me for one of these projects. I think I'll have to use my old camera because, yeah, it's just getting so dirty and grimy and I can't. Pro tip, if you are painting or staining something and you don't want your brush to get hard, like you're gonna go back and redo it like after lunch, you're just taking a break or you're waiting for something to dry, wrap your brush up in a plastic bag and then it will retain the moisture so that it won't dry out. So you kind of have to trust the process when it comes to wood and staining and stuff like that. I've noticed the more I've been working on projects, but I decided to stain it the golden oak to bring down some of the darker knottiness and imperfections in the wood so that they weren't as orange, and then also it darkened the wood altogether so it's not as light and bright when it comes through the weathered gray. I'm gonna let this sit and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna sand it really lightly with a fine grit sandpaper and then put on another layer and then sand that. Again, you just kind of have to trust the process and then realize if it doesn't work that it's not the end of the world. I think woodworking is probably both the perfect thing for me to get into and also the worst thing for me to get into because you guys know I really like perfecting new hobbies and crafts and skills. Like, I tend to be very, not flighty, but I tend to be very, I don't know. I have a short attention span when it comes to things. And for me, and I shouldn't say that because not all things, just like when it comes to my interests and hobbies, I love picking up new skills and hobbies and then getting really good at them. And so, but then once I'm really good at them and I've accomplished them, I'm like, okay, what next? Like, I really like just, you know, doing like the challenges. And so I think woodworking's perfect for me because it's like a constant, like, you know, you just keep getting better and you keep learning and it's a long road until you become like great at it. So it'll keep my attention for a long time, but at the same time it's also bad because now it's like I'm such an OCD like perfectionist that like little things that like people won't notice, I'm just like zeroing in on. So Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna let this set for probably another half hour. So I'm gonna go inside and get some stuff done, and then I'll come back out and I'll keep working on it. But yeah, I thought I would show you guys some of the updates we've been doing since we last hung out. Look at that luscious grass that I grew. Holy crap, like, look at my grass. Do you remember what it looked like during the summer? Like, I'm so stinking proud of myself. I did, like I said, grow grass. It's raining, sorry. I put in a rock path, and so it goes all the way around the side of the house, so there's no more mud or dirt or anything over there. I put in a little flower garden over there. And yes, I did it. I'm very proud of myself. There's our Hannah White sectional that our tan cushions go on. Again, it's rainy, so that's why they're inside right now. I think that's all the updates we've done outside since you guys have last been with us. In the entryway, we replaced our boob light with this like kind of modern industrial looking light. I really like it. And then we actually replaced the hallway one as well with the same one. And then we put in paddle switches everywhere. That was a new thing. And this one actually has a dimmer switch on it, which, hello, future. I never knew that we could actually do that in our house until John was like, yeah, you know we can do that. And I did not, and I'm super excited because the light looks so much better. We also put in this, it's like an aluminum wrapped railing. So we had a white wooden one there before that I kept having to wipe down and paint because our kids' hands are dirty, or the natural oils were just like totally just making it disgusting. And because of everything going on, I sanitize everything regularly. So that was like peeling and it looked horrible. So we replaced it with a metal wrapped railing. I need to touch up the paint around it still. And then we took off this white railing, which a lot of you guys, if you've been following me for a long time, may or may not know that we only put a railing here. It didn't have one here originally. We only put a railing here because we needed a baby gate at the time. So now that we don't need that, we took that down. I'm actually doing a little DIY thing on the stairs too. So I'm really excited about that, but I'm not gonna share that yet. And then one of the bigger changes we made, I'm gonna whisper because Kai is in class in her room, was our bedroom. We put a new fan in. So this one is the same one that we have in the kitchen. It was on sale and I love it because it's matte black. And I painted the entire room in Repose Gray. It used to be a tan color. So it's just this really nice, pretty neutral gray color now. And then I put curtains up. So instead of blinds that were really gross and disgusting and breaking, we have these really pretty linen curtains. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that when I was altering those because they're that length, I split one set in half and then made it into two. I like totally messed up my finger. Like I broke off my sewing needle in my finger. It was pretty painful, but it's okay. And then I put new bedding on, which looks really pretty and neutral. Got a new rug because our other one was destroyed. So the idea behind the curtains, I never thought that I could have curtains in here because we have weird shaped windows, but I got these one paneled ones from Target and I think it looks really nice. So you can have it like all the way open like that, or you can have the sheer and have some filtered light. And then at nighttime, I just do that. And then I close it all the way and then it looks really cozy like that, and you can't see through them. I've already tested them. So there's 3 different ways to have the windows styled. And yeah, I really like how cozy it's made the room and how nice it makes the room look. And then again, we have new light switches everywhere, which has just been a huge improvement. I really need to find somewhere else to put my shoes. That doesn't really look very nice, but it works for me right now. This is the bedroom and I'm just super excited about it. It turned out so much better than I could have hoped, and John loves it. And it's just cozier and it feels really warm and inviting, and John and I just like, we're so happy with it. So I just put another coat of the weathered gray stain / poly on the desk. The humidity in the air is just making it take so long to freaking like dry, so I don't know. I'm loving this cooler weather, but it's not ideal for my projects in regards to making them faster. But I will show you another thing we did since we last chatted. We redid the girls' room. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know all this stuff, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but we redid the girls' room. This is another build that we did. This is another Anna White build, and this one took the longest to finish. For some reason, I think it was because of all the cracks and crevices. It took me, not cracks, but seams and stuff. It just took me forever to sand and stain and all of that. It just was a headache, but it turned out better than I could have imagined. I wanted the girls to have more space and organization in here and to be opened up because they're both working from home in regards to school. So yeah, I made this console table for them. They have a nice little cute rose gold trash can. I repainted their room. This is Agreeable Gray by Sherwin-Williams, and it's just a really nice neutral gray as well. We put in curtains instead of their blinds that they had because we loved how they made our room feel, and it made this room just feel so cozy as well. I found this cute little low loft rug from Walmart for like 19 bucks. It's perfect. They wanted a dog bed, so I bought them a dog bed for their room. And yeah, Kaya's stuff is on those shelves. Ava has these shelves. The girls each have one side of the storage for there. And then I built this Murphy desk, which Kaya just used for her school. I just like threw it together. It didn't take long at all. It was super cheap to build. Basically, these two things fold underneath against the wall and the whole thing folds down flat. So it's really nice space saver. Actually, I'll just show you real quick. That folds down nice and flat so you can have that space back, and yeah. This is, again, super simple. I think it maybe cost me like 35 bucks to build. I already had this stain from the other build, so it was really affordable to make. And then the last room we redid was Wyatt's room. We repainted his room and filled all of the holes. If you remember, this room used to be purple, but there was a huge area where he had peeled off the purple paint, and then this wall was disgusting because the bed used to be over here. Like, everything was like gross. There were holes everywhere. We used to have all the shelves were there. It was very cluttered and messy and was just needed to be redone. So this is Agreeable Gray as well. We kept the kids' bedrooms the same color just because it was so just neutral and nice. We are replacing the doors. As you can see, the trim is just like a wreck. We're replacing the doors and trim, so ignore that. But yeah, we replaced the switch. His TV is here, moved the dresser over here. This wall is nice and non-holy now. His bed's up here. He would like curtains in his room too, so we're gonna look into doing that. And then I moved the shelves over here, which worked out really well. They kind of just mirror each other. He has Legos up there. He has a pegboard. And then I made this desk. This is another Anna White build. It's usually more organized than this, but he's a boy. I just yelled at him to clean it, and this is what he thinks is clean, which, whatever, I don't have the patience to yell at him more. But yeah, I wanted him to have shelves on each side. His school box that I put together for him is over there. It's got plenty of room for him to do his schoolwork up here. He's got a little light, and then I'm gonna build custom bookshelves on either side. They're gonna be like bookshelf towers that are really narrow, and then all of the books that are really messy right here will go in there because my son is an avid reader. He loves books, he loves reading, and I want to make it more accessible for him to be able to get to his books. But his room's not completely done, but it's pretty much done. All right, guys, so it is Tuesday now. Actually, like, I don't even know what time it is. The kids are done with school. It's like 3:30 or 4:30. I didn't vlog at all today because I just wanted to hit the ground running and finish up everything that I'm like, just all little tiny things that I'm trying to get done. Like, my list of things that I need to get done around the house is like it's not hard stuff necessarily, but it's just a lot of little things. But I got all of the wall touch-ups done, and I got the desk done, which I'm going to show you guys before I let you go. I also forgot another thing we updated. I know it seems like a lot, but this needed to be done. You guys know that. We got a new kitchen table nook, which I'm super excited about. A little bit messy over here because I just got these bins from Home Depot, which I'm going to store a bunch of stuff in the garage in, so that way sawdust and stuff doesn't get in it and just regular dust. Hi, Georgie. Long story short, this is what it looks like. It's really comfortable. It fits us all, which is really nice. It looks cute. It fits in this corner so much better than any table I've ever had here before because it's up against the wall. I moved a little plant and our Alexa in the corner. And there's so much more room now to walk this way into the kitchen and to walk this way out of the kitchen to the outside without like hitting yourself. Like if those boxes weren't there, you'd see it's just super open and I'm just so excited about it. This also has storage in it, and then that bench over there has storage in it, and then a little kid, and actually I can fit in the corner too comfortably. Yeah, now that the kids are older, we can have something a little bit nicer, but it's not too nice to the point where I'm gonna like get mad at one of them if they ruin it, but they're not going to, right? No. And then I moved that middle plant up higher because it was hitting people's heads when they were sitting there, tall people's heads. So I moved the middle plant higher and I patched those holes and repainted that. And then I painted over here. So now this looks nice and doesn't have any like weirdness. And then I patched the hole over there that we used to get the paint sample from. I don't think we've moved anything around here. I mean, we moved the couches and stuff, but you guys already saw that. Doggies. And then the basement is not completely done, but I did touch up paint all over the walls down here because they were scuffed up like crazy. There's why he's hiding. I'm reorganizing the TV console right now. And then that is the computer screen because we switched out the desk last night. So this is my finished Anna White desk that I did. Like I said, it's in a distressed weathered gray. So there's kind of that rustic, like distressed feeling to it. And it's got a matte finish up top. And this little crack right here, these are just like part of the natural wood. I kind of like it. I don't know, it's not my favorite build, but it was the easiest, fastest, and cheapest. Finishing it, however, was the biggest pain in the butt. I think I'm just gonna stick to regular stains. I prefer regular stains. When you start doing this like colored and distressed and started look for like certain kind of looks, it just takes longer. But I wanted this one because it was the right size for this corner, and also there's a little shelf that I built for the modem and the Wi-Fi router, and then also if we put a computer down there or Kai's school books can go down there. So we moved the little drawers over, and then this is what this looks like, and I patched a bunch of holes that were back there and painted there. We are taking the window AC unit out and storing that, and so that corner will open up, and then I moved the dog toys over there. So we have to put the computer screen back up on the wall so that way that can be used, and then I need to clean up this corner of Lego, but yeah, this room is a lot bigger now. I'm just excited because I got my desk done and it looks really nice and it kind of matches with the weathered gray furniture in here. So yeah, I wanted to do the golden oak stain, which is that desk right there, which my office / laundry room is a mess right now, sorry, but it just really clashed with all the furniture out here. So yeah, I think the weathered gray / distressed gray look works pretty well with the furniture and the curtains and the rest of the room. So there you have it. There is our update of what we've been up to this last month and a half. And the kids are doing online school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you guys prefer it better or do you not like it?
Real school.
So half and half. We're doing homeschool or virtual school until January. So check in on me in like a month and ask me how I'm still doing. But yeah, anyways, I am gonna let you guys go because this video is crazy long. I say that every single time. It was nice hanging out with you guys again. Yeah, I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Thank you as always for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys all later. Oh, and if you want to join us for live yoga Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Go to my Instagram to see how you can do that. I'll leave information underneath this video as well. But we've been doing yoga live Tuesdays and Thursdays, me and my yoga teacher on this channel. So come join us. It'll be fun. But yeah, I'll see you guys all later.